Hey, I'm Riley. This is my 2022 Ram 2500 Cummins turbo diesel. It can haul basically anything, but these days it's pretty unnecessary and pretty expensive. Since you're all definitely new here, I'm Riley, and this channel is going to be all about different builds, projects, road trips, and me just messing around in our garage. So this video originally was supposed to be me going to pick up a new BMW X5, at least new to me, but obviously that's not what's happening. I test drove a few different cars down in Illinois. I went and drove a 2013 Cayenne GTS. Pretty cool car, but definitely dated. And then I went and drove a 2018 F15 X5. Also pretty cool, but definitely had some mechanical issues. The dealer was definitely not being upfront with me about it. And overall, the whole experience in Illinois is just a mess. On my way back, my check engine light turned on my truck. I was supposed to go look at another X5, but new game plan. Get the truck fixed, go look at this new X5, and then start this series. And this BMW X5 is going to be the start of a transformation series. Not just aesthetics, but also performance, reliability, and being able to handle the elements of driving around in Wisconsin while still being fast and looking good. The reason I'm making a switch is pretty simple. I want to get rid of a payment and build something that I'm genuinely excited about. I've got a 2022 Ram 2500, and it's a great truck. But for where I'm at right now, it's a bit expensive. I don't need all the capacity anymore, and I want something a little bit more fun to drive and a car that's going to be more enjoyable on road trips or just driving around with friends. I started looking at a few different options. I looked at both a Cayenne GTS and a BMW X5 when I was down in Illinois. Both were cool in totally different ways. The Cayenne GTS is pretty classic. It's obviously got the Porsche feel, the Porsche aesthetic, but it definitely felt pretty dated. And it did sound really nice, but the interior was beat up. The previous owner probably didn't take the best care of it, and even though it had relatively low miles, it was a little bit intimidating to dive into that. The X5 just felt like a better platform across the board. It's a little bit more utilitarian. It's definitely got the more updated features. And as far as the new motors go, I originally looked at an N55 motor, but have recently started looking at more of the G05 series with the B58 motor. And I think that is probably going to be the platform that I go for. And I'm definitely not going to go back to Illinois to try and find one. I'm sure not that many of you are super familiar with the ins and outs of buying a car either in Illinois or Wisconsin. But as a quick summary, Illinois has almost no rules that help protect the person purchasing the car. It means that dealers can advertise prices, and when you show up, it could be a completely different price. They also are not required to do an inspection on used cars, which is crazy, and they're just generally way more shady. In Wisconsin, they're all required to do an inspection before they actually sell the car. If the tires and brakes are worn beyond a certain point, they're also legally required to replace those or disclose it so that you're aware and can actually make an action towards the price and build that into your deal. So I started looking around in Wisconsin. I found a couple options and thought I had a super solid plan. All of that kind of went out the window as soon as my check engine light turned on. I knew I had a problem. So now my next steps are drop my truck off at the Ram dealership, Hopefully they can fix it. As far as I can tell, it's just a bad NOx sensor. Once that's done, then I'm gonna be able to move forward, go back over to the BMW dealership and check out some X5s. I almost waited to post this part because I wanted to wait until I had the X5 here, could show it in the driveway and do a full review. But I'm just gonna save that for another video because I wanna document this as is. Obviously, a lot of stuff on YouTube's pretty polished and you get these really nice cutscenes and the full build works out perfectly. But what we're showing here is just actually what's happening. So I gotta get my truck fixed and then we can pick things back up with the X5 and hopefully bringing it home. Once we get the X5 back here, I'm really gonna just show the whole car as is, basically do a mini car review, show all the different specs, the different features, the different materials, and then from there probably pick up some of the maintenance. So probably do an oil change, as well as looking at any of the other fluids, seeing if they need to be replaced, any of the gaskets as well. I just want to make sure that this thing is bulletproof and we're starting with a really good foundation. So if you do want to follow this whole transformation, press subscribe and follow along.